Okay, folks, Scooby here, back with another video. This is kind of like a follow-up from where we left off last week. As many of you know, over the past couple of weeks, myself, Freddie, Wake Up, OJ1 Kenobi have put out several videos confronting the issue of pedophiles on YouTube. Uh, we're all only small channels, so we reached out to the all-stars of YouTube, the Honeybee, Titus Frost, Random Rants Around, Lift the Veil. You know, they're not super channels, but they all claim to be, fighting child pedophilia or whatever, the Pizzagate nonsense and all that there. So I reached out to them and asked them to, expose what's going on behind the scenes. And unfortunately, it fell on deaf ears. So it fell onto people like OJ1, Wake Up, Freddy to make videos. It still didn't encourage him to come forward, and promote what was going on. And I myself, not a content creator, just decided, you know what, screw this. If they won't do it, I will. Put out my own video, and it's quite nerve-wracking, but I'd like to say thank you to everybody who watched it and who shared it, who left a like, who left a comment of, support. Uh, it was greatly received, so thank you for that. So, getting back to what's been going on, after last week, we had a live stream, and on that live stream, David Tottosini came on, and he is Net for Truth USA, and he's one of the people that we've brought to the forefront as a convicted paedophile, a level 3 paedophile, which is the most dangerous there is. His crime was raping an 8-year-old boy. He came on the stream. We invited him in the chat because he told us that he was innocent, that the government framed him, and we give him the opportunity to answer some questions, etc., and put his story across. Now, to be honest with you, not everybody likes that idea of giving these people a voice, but if a guy says he's been framed, we're all looking for truth. We should at least hear what he has to say, and then we'll give you a judge ourselves. So that live stream is up there in Freddie's page, and hopefully during this week here, I'll be making a breakdown of it, of the questions that were asked and the answers given, etc. Anyway, back to this lot. After the live stream was over, these two idiots, about an hour afterwards, were doing their own show, Pizzagate discussion. We all know what Pizzagate is. It's, a scandal that hit YouTube almost 2 years ago, claiming that famous politicians, Hollywood stars were pedophiles, etc., etc., etc. And I don't believe anybody as of yet has able to come forward with anything but circumstantial evidence. Now, these two people, including Honeybee and Titus Frost, are able to, call out politicians, call out, Hollywood stars, etc., as pedophiles, all this with no real proof, bar circumstance. They don't seem to have a problem with that, but as you watch this video, you're going to find out why. They will do this, but they won't call out the pedophiles on YouTube. So anyway, folks, what I suggest you do now is go and get a bottle of vodka, a bottle of tequila, a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of whatever your favourite tipple is. Get yourself a wee glass, and we're going to play a little game. Every time you hear the word shill, disinfo, troll, bad actor, liars, etc., stop the video and take a drink and carry on. Okay, here we go, folks. Listen to this one.
You want to talk about the elephant in the room? What?
The elephant's us, by the way. Not just me, Freddie, OG1 or Wake Up. It's everybody who's had enough of these idiots.
What multi-channel network are you a part of, Ryan?
I have put an award, an award. I'm having a contest right now. Anybody that can find the multi-channel network that I'm a part of, I will give them $1,000. But I'm actually willing to bump that up higher.
Well, I would make you show us the money though, just to make sure it's actually there. That's the only thing. I don't trust that you have 10,000.
Well, it's only 1,000 right now. That's
Okay.
not a like unbelievable amount of money. So well, I think I'm gonna raise it to 2,000.
Did you see that we look lift the field gave there? $1,000 isn't an unbelievable amount of money, but this guy's looking going, oh shit, that's a lot of money.
Here in a couple days, and then I'm gonna go to 3,000, and then maybe when I get to 5,000, I'll like show some proof.
So why are
I
you?
could always sell my car too. I think my car is worth about 2,500 to 3,000. So
That's pretty good.
I can take a picture of that. It's a PT Cruiser.
You have the title and everything.
Yeah, I got the title.
Get out of here.
I'll take a picture of the title. And, if anybody wants to find that MCN I'm part of.
Why are you being accused of being a part of an MCM? Do you even understand?
I think that there's like some people online just making claims about people that do research in Pizzagate and Pedogate without doing any research of their own or having any evidence for the claims they're making.
That would be us, and we did do our research, and we did show evidence, and you know, you can't argue with that. It's there in videos. You've all seen it.
That's basically my understanding of it.
I'll tell you what the story is.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeff and Freddie and his friends have found out a few people have had some bad behavior, or at least a bad record, and now
Bad behavior, a bad record, a level 3 sex offender, convicted paedophile is bad behavior, bad record. Really? Grooming a 15-year-old by sexting? Whether she's in a different country or not, believe you me, it's against the law. We've done our homework, we've done the research. It's you lot that didn't do your homework, and it's you lot that didn't do your research. But anyway.
they want it is our responsibility, which we were not aware of, that we needed to know about what they were talking about, the YouTubers that they were talking about, and that it's also our responsibility to draw attention to the evidence that they've found.
Well, there you go. You know, they're a bit miffed about how it's their responsibility, and yet they find it's their responsibility to call out friggin' politicians and Hollywood stars, etc. Question that, folks. But you'll find out at the very end of why these people do this.
So, and if we are not willing to do this, then we must be protecting pedophiles, and we must be dealt with summarily. Trial by F,
like
F
crazy.
and Freddie, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the I don't these guys just aren't very nice. That's what it comes down to. Like, if you're not a very nice person, people don't want to work with you in any capacity. And
Well, let's get this straight before we go any further. I don't want to work with these guys. I'm not a content creator. I'm not doing this for anything other than to freaking do what these guys want. None of us want to work with them. What the hell are they talking about? This is only YouTube. It's not real TV. You're not freaking standing in front of 1 million viewers and freaking Fox or whatever the hell. You know? Fucking work with us. Fuck's sake, what are you talking about? Anyway.
if these guys, I mean, they didn't really come to me. I just kind of responded because they were attacking a friend of mine, the Honeybee. Her and I chat from time to time. And, you know, a lot of their attacks on Honeybee and Titus also, I seem very ungrounded, seem very, like, emotionally and mentally not really healthy.
Yes, folks, we are not mentally healthy. Um, hmm, I don't know. Do I sound mentally unwell? Do I sound emotionally charged? Don't think so.
It doesn't seem constructive at all. It seems very accusatory, and it just, I mean, all in all, what they're doing might actually be a good thing, but I don't think the means justify the ends. You know what I mean? Like, if you there's ways of going about dealing with people, and you learn that when you get older. At least you're supposed to, and you use those tools you used for cultivating relationships with people, and people want to help you and people want to work with you when you cooperate in that manner. But it's not so much what they're saying. Well, to an extent, it is. It's mostly how they're saying it. It's just so nasty, and like if you were to go play one of their videos right now, it's just fuck this and you fucking chill and psych up and you fucking. It's just like really nasty stuff. So, I mean, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, right.
You're supposed to call them out the same way you call out the politicians and the Hollywood stars. Apologies about the video here. I'm not sure what went wrong.
I know. Weather the storm. Weather the storm. People are going to say bad things about other people sometimes. And
Yes, Nathan, you can weather the storm all you want, but we will not go away. We will be behind the news to give us the truth. And if they're not going to give us the truth, we will make sure that everybody knows and your subscribers count, everything will come down. Anyway, this is Honeybee today. During our wee prayer session, it's part of the profile to be a truther these days now is to be a God-fearing truther.
Yeah, we got a few crazies in here. So, a lot of people are calling me, Money Bee, and telling me that I support pedophiles. I mean, there really is no truth in that. If you guys don't know, there are a few pedophiles that are on YouTube that and are still creating YouTube videos.
Oh, she's finally admitted it. What else will she tell us?
I actually was a Patreon of one of them and deleted my Patreon once I found out.
Yes, we know, and we exposed it.
And this was covered by many YouTube channels and talked about. I myself did not make videos about it. I was on some live streams talking about it, and I did tell people what was going on.
Again, we're going to find out why she didn't make a video about it, but talked about it on other people's channels.
From, court documents and things like that. I am working on putting together a larger understanding of the infiltration into YouTube and other communities, into the truth community, and this will be a part of it. But I just want to assure everybody, just because I'm not making YouTube videos and reporting on everything that I'm finding doesn't mean that I'm withholding information or that I'm some bad actor supporting.
Get your drinks ready, folks.
Bad people. That is just a load of BS. I am not a pedo protector. Anybody that...
Oh, I should have mentioned pedo. New rules for the drinks. Hear the word pedo, get it in the E.
That knows me knows that I've been fighting against pedophiles for the last 2 years. And I'm sorry that some of you are being misled with misinformation and disinfo.
Oh, there's another drink, folks. Get it in the E.
And like I said, I don't make a lot of money at all. And any that I do make through the fundraiser or through my Patreon goes to the documentary and goes to families that I kick a few bucks to once in a while when they need help that we've had ask for help.
Just want to stop here a minute. I actually believe this girl at this point, because this girl is full of Jupiter's delight. I mean, she cannot hold a straight face. But it seems to be when she's talking about this, there's no snigger, there's no duper's delight, there's none of that there. So I'm tending to believe her that this is what she does do with the money, puts it into the documentary and all the rest of it. Now, question I want to know, when the documentary had cinemas and things like that there across the country, or places that they get them into, or if they get it onto other platforms, TV networks, whatever, um, the money that's raised from that, who gets it? Who decides where that money goes to, etc. It'd be interesting to find that out as we go along. Anyhow,
You guys can see publicly how much I make on Patreon. I don't hide it. And YouTube takes me 6 months to reach the $100 threshold. I just finally got my $100 from YouTube since February. I haven't got a check from YouTube. So this isn't a lucrative business, especially when you are the ones that are being censored and you are the ones that are being shut down constantly. And then you have this issue with people that are whipping around disinfo, trolls making videos about you. It's just a distraction and a waste of time. If you really want to work together and be united, if you got a problem, write me an email.
Because I'm
okay, I want to tell you, remember she says email her, and if you have a problem, remember that. It's very important that you remember that. I hope you've all been having your drinks. Let's carry on here. This next part of the video is basically footage from Taylor's Frost's live stream, where they've been talking with Honeybee, Moneybee, and Big Fish about doxing and whatnot. So wait to hear this next bit. It's very eye-opening. The first wee bit.
actually a trustworthy person, and if a whistleblower comes to me and
I don't think even Honeybee could keep her face straight there. You could hear her laughing in the background. Trustworthy my arse. Anyway, sorry.
says, here's my personal information so that you can verify I'm a real person, and here's what I found, I don't go and then put that person's personal information out on the internet to make them a target, which is what Disinfo did to Big Fish. He doxed a whistleblower. Do you guys not understand that? He's supposed to be all for WikiLeaks. He has friends that work at WikiLeaks, according to him. You know, all this, you know, is all about whistleblowers, yet Disinfo doxed a whistleblower. So, let's see.
Dude, I'll tell you, I can get information on pretty much anybody.
You hear that? She can get information. She can get information on pretty much anybody.
With an email, a screen name, an address, a state that they live in with a last name, I can pretty much find everything and anything about you. I have people that willingly give me their information, so they trust that I can vet their story because they want the truth to get out. They trust me to vet their information, so I can get court documents to corroborate their story, so I can help them. You know how many people right now in the truth community that I have your name, your number, your address, your everything? How many pedophiles that I have your name, your address, your family members, where you work? Folks, I have it.
There you go. Honeybee admits it. This is not us bullshitting with disinfo and all the rest of it. Now the question has to be asked, why the hell is Honeybee going about gathering everybody's personal information up in the truth community? And when she finds out about pedophiles, why is she not saying anything about it? Well, you're about to find out why.
I don't dox people because I want to stay alive on the internet. And I want to be here to spread truth. Doxing is only okay in certain instances. And I'm telling you, there's laws that let you dox public officials, public figures, people in government and military. And those are the bad guys, guys. Dox those guys.
Yeah, that's it. Go dox the bad guys. Go dox the politicians, law enforcement, all the rest of them, government officials, all that crap. Dox them because they're the bad guys and they can't do anything about it. But only special circumstances calls for doxing, and apparently calling out a pedo on YouTube isn't one of them. Now, this is not lies, folks. This is not disinfo. We are not trolling. We are telling you the truth from their own mouths. They can say all they want that this is out of context. It's not. I don't know what other context you could put this into that, it doesn't sound as bad as what it actually is. But this next video is actually Honeybee's first ever video. And it's a bit soul destroying whenever you watch it, because you, after all this time, you can finally see what our motives were to get on YouTube, to get the channel, to start her fight against pedophiles, even though it's only against the ones who can't fight back because of the law. Here we go.
Hey guys, just wanna let you know that any stuff you're watching on YouTube, AM TV with Chris Green, or Matt Boylan, Hollywood actor turned YouTuber. All kinds of channels on YouTube that are just banging out conspiracy theory stuff. I mean, I watch all that stuff and love it. I form my own opinions, I do my own little research to form how I feel about the world, but
doesn't it sound like she's talking about our all-stars of YouTube who pump out a couple of videos a day, every day?
I've hesitated making a video, and now I'm so glad that I have. This is probably the only video I'll ever make. I looked at what these guys get for money through YouTube. Using fear, using, religious, spiritual, governmental, metaphysical, anything you could imagine to amp people up. They use this in their product, in their YouTube products, and they get millions of views a week. And because they're on YouTube and they are actual network channels users, and they are, involved in advertising with them, they make like $300,000 a week. And I'm not even joking. Like, if you go to socialblade.com/YouTube/ put the username, put in AMTV, put in PewDiePie, they're making thousands and thousands of dollars a day just on you looking at their stupid videos.
How does that sound like just talking about that? You could easily replace those names with Titus Frost, with the Veil, Isaac Green, Random Rants of Ryan. That's exactly what all these channels do. They pump out fear porn, and they do as many as they can. And why? Well, she's telling you in her own words what the motive is. It's money. It's money. She is saving her channel. She does not want to expose pedophiles on YouTube, because she doesn't want to risk losing her channel. And if she lost her channel, it would cost her money, because money is what brought her to YouTube. So think about that, folks. Watch this video, folks. Comment if you're still sober, and tell me if any of this is disinfo. If there's a lie that I've told here at all, tell me, point it out to me, and I will gladly retract. I just like to point out that all this video was on the public domain in YouTube, available for use. I'm using it under fair use for commentary and opinion, as a teachable moment for how not to run your channels. Anyway, I'll just finish off here. You can watch the end, but hopefully by this time you'll at least got a wee smile on your face from a few drinks. Happy hunting, folks. Scooby out.
I've watched them. I am a culprit. But I really don't look at them as truth anymore. I kind of take it for what it is. So be strong, read your Bible, and be a good person. Don't get caught up in the drama. Thanks.